Hey teacher. And now?
Hi, James.
Now you can hear
Yes,
me?
now I can hear you.
Oh, I got a maid. I got a maid, man.
Yes. Hey, James, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, teacher. I'm good. Better, now I'm better. Now I'm better.
Yes. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil and I live in São Paulo. Is I don't know if you know anything about São Paulo right here in Brazil.
Well, I used to live in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh man, yeah. It's not too far. It's just um, between 4 and 6 hours.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
and
Definitely.
and do you like when you stay here? I mean, when you was here?
There are some things that I like and some things that I don't like.
Okay, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Oh,
Do you know? Have you been to Rio de Janeiro before?
no, but my parents, they used to travel because they have some friends there, and they used to back and forth uh, often. But about me, no, I never been there before.
Okay,
Or
gotcha,
yet.
gotcha. You've
Yeah, yeah.
never been.
Ye-
Uh-huh.
yeah, but it's a beautiful place, huh?
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. There's a lot of just gorgeous places within the city, so many good views where you see the mountains and you see the water and you see the islands and you see the city and you see the Crystal Redention, iconic.
Yeah,
Um,
nice.
and um, I live in Vidigal. Do you know Vidigal?
Vidigal, no. But Vidigal
So,
in Rio de Janeiro.
yes.
When you okay, no, I didn't know.
So, if you do, are you familiar with Ipanema Beach?
Yeah.
There's a mountain at the end of Ipanema Beach. It's only one mountain on the beach, and
Nice.
it is
And
a lot of people. Would you say?
when it happened in some uh special celebration, or like uh
No,
World Cup or Carnival.
I was saying that at Ipanema Beach, there's a
No,
that you
yeah,
can
yeah.
see in Ipanema. I was saying
Yeah,
I live on that mountain.
yeah, yeah, I got it. But when you was here, it was in a special occasion, or uh,
Oh,
just for.
I have a hotel there.
Oh, nice. It's pretty cool.
Yes, a Pusada.
Great, great. Oh, so you are not a tourist. You are a boss.
Yeah, in some ways, yeah.
Nice. And do you live
Yeah,
in New
I
York?
want to be a tourist. I want to be a tourist, and I thought when I bought this home there, I was gonna just lay at the beach every day, but the reality is I have to work every day.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I have to work a
Yeah,
lot because it costs money. Things are kind of expensive.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, in Brazil things are very expensive, but not only here, but around the world nowadays things are too expensive.
The price of everything is going up.
Yeah. And do you live in New York City?
Well, before I was in Brazil, but I was staying long ago, I was gonna go home for Christmas And when I went back to America, they told me that I overstayed my time and that I can't come back to Brazil for a whole year.
A whole
So
year.
I'm stuck outside of my hotel.
Mm. But
Kind of.
uh,
Mhm.
but let me say if I understand. You was born in New York City or United States?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
but nowadays you are living uh, out of uh, your country. I mean, in Brazil or
Yes,
other countries.
because I was building the Pusada in Rio de, and when I travel, they tell me I can't come back for a year.
Yeah, I see. I see. So, uh, oh boy, I forgot. I assumed you speak Portuguese very well.
Not very well. I speak enough.
Enough. Okay. You know how to speak and how to communicate.
Uhum, uhum.
Great. Great.
Um, Sou um gringo, eu moro na favela. E minha vizinha só fala português. Eu
Ah,
preciso falar português todo dias,
oh
por
man,
vivo.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And
But I don't speak so good though.
I live in São Paulo, and in São Paulo we used to talk about the Rio de Janeiro accent, if you know, I mean. And I don't know if you noticed, but
Mhm,
cariocas
mhm.
used to speak with a tough accent, like uh, when they speak something that have
Yeah,
s.
they speak with their tongue.
Exactly, just like Americans.
No, I mean by putting their tongue in your mouth.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is how
Exactly,
they speak in Rio.
exactly.
Everybody
It's
kiss
like,
everyone.
ah, okay, yeah, yeah. It's true. In the United States, it's not happen.
No, it won't be this way.
It's not part of your culture.
No, no, only in Rio there.
No, in Brazil, it's common. I mean, people are more. Um, we used to touch a lot, and it's normal. It's like, oh man, oh, how are you, or hey friend, and we are always touch people. And even if I don't know uh, who's that people are.
Hmm. Hmm. Definitely. So what do you do for work?
I'm a musician.
Oh, really? What type of
Yeah,
music?
yeah. Actually, I'm a teacher, so I used to play all of types of music, but I like jazz music. And when I have to play in parties or events, is that right? The word,
Hmm.
like
Yes.
celebrates or celebrates some uh, special occasions. I play jazz music, soul music, and stuff.
Ah, I see, I see.
Yeah, that's the main type of music that I that I listen to, and I like so much. But
You
as a
said
prof,
funk music? I'm sorry. You
yeah,
said funk music?
yeah. But as a professor, I like to listen to all of kind of musics, especially pop music, because that is the kind of music that my students like more. you know.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I see. I see.
Yeah, yeah, pretty cool. And you, teacher? Oh no, no, your job is you are it's like a engineer or just an entrepreneur?
Just an entrepreneur. I'm a painter.
Nice.
I paint.
You look you looks like a rapper.
Yeah, and that's something that no, I don't do any rapping, unfortunately. I just paint.
Nice. New York City is my dream come true.
Yes.
One
Um
day to visit that city, and I uh, I'm planning. You know, I mean, yeah, I am planning. Is that right or no?
I'm planning or I am planning.
Yeah, I'm planning um, to travel to USA
Visit, travel.
in 2 or 3 years in order to visit and um, you know um, discover a little bit more about that culture. And New York City would be my dream come true, definitely.
Uh Everybody wants to come to America. But
Yeah.
America isn't so the best place. It's just because people don't know America.
Oh
That's why they
man,
want
come
to
on.
go.
You really
Yes. Yeah. I've
interesting.
lived here my whole life, so it's not special to me. But being like a black person, everywhere you go to, times face discrimination, and I've had so many times the police, treat me very badly because
But
I'm a black person.
even in New York City,
Of
because
course, of
yeah,
course, yes, all the time, all the time, all the
'cause,
time, all the
uh,
time, all
I,
the
I
time.
I read, for example, one of the difference of between New York City for the rest of the countries, including countries, no cities, including cities right here in Brazil. It's like that. For example, in São Paulo or uh, in Brazil, generally, people are are always looking looking to you. Looking at you, like if you are the way of you dressing, your hair. If you are different or not different.
Oh, it doesn't
I mean,
matter. It just matters the skin. Only
and
the skin. If you are not white, you could be stopped by police.
mm,
It doesn't matter how your hair is. It doesn't matter the clothing you wear. You doesn't matter whether you have a college degree or not. If you are not a white man and you're black like me or black like you, the police can stop you. The police can search you for drugs. The police can put drugs on you and say you have drugs, even if you don't have drugs. So sometimes I think that like many they want to go to America, but it's because they don't understand America. They just watch movies and they think that
yeah,
life they think, oh, life is gonna be like in Netflix. But
yeah. The
it's
things
not like
that
this.
we know about USA, it's because of movies. Yeah.
America is an amazing place for you if you are a white man.
Mm.
Then America is a great place for you. White man. So you are not going to be treated the best in America.
But
You are
America
less
is,
than.
but
It's like
America,
this.
it's not a country that, there are so many peoples over around the world. For example, in the universities and stuff. For example, if you were, if you go to Harvard or other American universities, there are so many people, um, you know, uh, Brazilian people, Muçulmanos. I don't know how I can say that in
So
English.
I went to New York University or NYU, and I was one of the only black people in my classes. Most of the people there are white.
Mm.
You may have one Muslim, one, two, three, four Chinese. You have a lot of Chinese though, because the
A
Chinese
lot
are
of
like
Chinese.
really, yes, but most people are going to be white, and if you
Indian.
are white, mostly white, because there's a lot of racism in America.
Mm.
So, if you're a white person, you have all the opportunities and you will never have problems because you are white. Maybe you cannot go to the university because you don't qualify, but it's not because you are white,
Mm.
versus
Yeah.
like for people like me or you, we may not get that job because we are not white. So when you if you live there and the people treat you like you are not equal, you will not like the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you may
I'm
think,
trying to
oh,
understand you.
I'm it's simple. It's very
Yeah.
simple. It's not something, it's not complicated.
Yeah, but we, for example, right here in Brazil, I'm just saying, from my perspective as a Brazilian guy, seeing things out of, your,
The
you can
TV.
see. No, no, yeah, you can see better than me because you are a American guy. But we see, a lot of people, for example, black singers, black actors, and YouTubers, and artists, soccer players, and it maybe, even, you guys have a American president, and they, uh, and he were black, and in Brazil everyone
Right. But
like him.
the issue with this is that Obama says this all the time. Even though he was a black president, they made his job very difficult because
Mm,
many people don't want him to be the president. So he have a very difficult time to do his job because many of the white people in the government don't want him to be successful. So
mm,
even though he was the president, he still faced racism. And that's the thing. Black people, we are very strong people, America, because
but
even though we
can you agree, for example, right here in Brazil, the most of people, especially when it comes, um, media, the social media and the influencers, they hate in the past hated they hated, the for example, oh, I forgot the name of the last president. uh
Bolsonaro,
no, no, the United States.
Trump, Trump,
Yeah, you know they hated him, and
I think that
it doesn't
I,
matter he was a white man. It's just because
right,
of
but
his ideology.
but but the majority of America voted for him. So even if you see people on Instagram that are talking bad he is, the majority of Americans voted for him. You know,
Yeah.
even though he says that black people should go to prison or that Mexican people are racist, the majority, over 50% of America, voted for him. So
Yeah.
even though you may see people on Instagram say something, the physical numbers of people who vote for him are more. So this is kind of what you can kind of view perception versus reality. So perception is how we see things based on a very limited scope. Like if you just look at social media, you will have a
Yeah.
perspective. But maybe if you look at the numbers and the data, you'll see that the majority of the people supported Trump. Even
Yeah.
some people on Instagram are loud. The
Yeah.
majority of people supported Trump, even though he say that black people should be in prison, even though he say that Mexicans should be in prison because they sell drugs and they are rapists. He say these things,
Mm.
but most people believe this, and that's why he was president because
But
most
the
people
most
vote
people,
for him.
the most people in America believe in it
They
because,
most
for
people voted
example,
for him. Most
no, when
people
I
vote
watch
for
it,
him.
for example, people like Michael Jordan, Denzel Washington, or Barack Obama, even Barack Obama, or another superstars, maybe it seems like things is not like black and white all
If you
of the
want to
time.
look, so if you want, I want you to understand this because a lot of people, they just have a perception. But the reality is in America, white people have 10 times as much money as black people. They are
Mm.
10 times richer than the average black person. So
The
even though
average.
you may see some rich black people on Instagram, the reality that if the black person has $1,000, the white man has $10,000.
I
We are the
got it. I got
poorest.
it.
We are the poorest in the country. We have the least education. We are the most likely to be in prison and to go to jail. This is the reality. Maybe you don't know anything about, but you just watch Instagram and think that's America. It's not, it's America isn't just Instagram and Netflix. It's not
So you
gonna
are
be,
saying the American dream didn't exist.
I'm saying that it exists, but it's different for you. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I'm saying
Okay.
that you could go to America and have a good time, but because like me, you have a greater chance that the police will stop you. If you walk down the street, maybe the police will throw you against the wall and search you for drugs. But if your white Brazilian friend is walking down the street, the police will not say anything to them. So maybe your white Brazilian will say America is amazing, but
Yeah.
you will not think this because you have issues with the police because of the skin.
Yeah.
They will say, oh, this person is from Mexico. He may have drugs on him. And sometimes, if you don't have drugs, they will say you have drugs. This is the reality. So, maybe some people are rich on Instagram. Maybe you see on TV, oh, every black person is like, it's,
Mm.
see, most black people are poor and we struggle and we don't even have education. We don't have good education. I used to teach all over New York City. When I go to the white schools, because some schools have all white students, because these are
Yeah.
they're in richer schools. Every student there can read, and sometimes they're learning French and Chinese. But when you go to the black school, Some of the students cannot even read a book, and it's because the teachers won't teach those students because they think, oh, the student is black. They cannot learn.
Yeah, but I was wondering, like that, because as a teacher, sometimes I thinking about it because I work in a music school, and the most of my students are white and rich because I don't know. Yeah, of course it's our causa e efeito. I don't know how I can say that in English, but
Cause and
it's
effect.
it's connected. They are
Hmm.
connected. Those things. But I'm not saying. I mean, I would not say. For example, as you told me, oh, there is a white school and there is a black school because there's not that there not there. Oh boy, there is not. Uh, you know, how I can say. A placa
So
letreiro,
this okay. This is my opinion, okay, and this is why
writing,
I
oh,
think
if
a
you
lot of
black, you cannot get in here. If you
it's not
white,
like
you
this.
cannot get in here.
It's
It's not
not
like
this.
this.
No, but you will go in some neighborhoods and there will be 20 white kids in the class and only one black student.
Yeah, but
So it's a white
it's
school.
because historical facts or because nowadays in
It's because one group of people has 10 times more money than the other group. Because remember, one group were slaves and the other people enslaved those
exactly,
people.
exactly, exactly.
So when
But
they have so much more money, it's because of what they do. You
but
know,
yeah, I understand, but the things
sometimes this
about slaves and stuff, it's not finished nowadays.
it's not because of this, they have so much more money and opportunities that
Yeah,
life
I
is not
agree.
equal. So it's we can't say it's finished. If white people have 10 times what black people have, we can't say that it's equal because it's like this. This is not equal.
Yeah, this is not equal, but
This is not equal.
what are we
And
supposed?
and
What do we do? I mean, uh,
to say
what are we
this,
supposed to do about that?
sometimes sometimes it is not for us to do anything about it because we don't create these problems. We are black in America.
But maybe
We don't
white
create the
people
problem.
doesn't. I mean, maybe white people doesn't agree with this way of the world works.
Oh,
Um,
well, I
they
think
consider
they
everything
agree
equal,
have more money. So of course they
but
will think what they
but all of them. For example, in Brazil, it's a country where everyone there is a
Okay,
word.
I want to say this. I think many Brazilians think this, but they are wrong because I live in Rio. And in Rio, you have some neighborhoods in Copacabana that are all white. And all of those people can read Portuguese and they've traveled and done so many things and they are educated. But when you go to Rocinha, which is the largest favela in Brazil, you see
Yeah.
all black people and only 4% of Rocinha can read. So I think Brazilian people who say, oh, Brazil is all equal, they are wrong because in Copacabana, everyone can read, but in Rocinha, only 4% can read. So you can clRly see it's not equal. They are
But they
delusional. It's called
probably
delusion.
the probableness. Oh, I don't know this word,
And
but
they say that Brazil doesn't see race.
yeah, but
But
the
when I look,
chances of a white man, a white person in Brazil, um, has a black person in uh, in your family, it's very
But they
uh,
still have more opportunities and they have more money and they are
but
more
it's not because
educated.
of